Hi guys, it's your Money Cat, and today we're going to look at Apple stock and where it might be headed over the next few days. So here's a 1-year daily chart. We're going to zoom in here. So each of these candle bars represents a single trading day. So today, overall market had a great green day. It was a really good day, thanks to, I think, some hope for the stimulus deal going through, as well as Trump getting out of the hospital and returning to the White House. If we take a look at the 180-day chart, first on the resistance side, I see 118 being a strong resistance as the price was rejected 2 times by this line. Although this second time, most recently last Friday, it was more news driven by Trump being admitted into the hospital. On the support side, it's been making higher lows, and this upward trend line hasn't been broken yet. So that still holds firm. And as you can see, that upward trend line, along with this horizontal resistance, it makes a ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish pattern. So I would expect the price to kind of bounce around here. And as this wedge narrows, it'll break more likely to upward than get rejected downward. On a more narrower perspective, this is a 20-day chart on 1-hour time frame. This was the low. As you can see, it's making higher lows, and that trend line hasn't been broken yet. I want to direct your attention to this line right here, and that's around 112. And past resistance becomes the new support. And this depicts it clear as day. So right here, it was working as a resistance. As you can see, stock came up to around 112 or so, got rejected once, tried it again, got rejected again. Then it bounced off of the upward trend line and finally broke through this time. Then it worked as a support right here once, and then as well as this past weekend when we had the news-driven sell-off. So now this is working as a support at 112. So I would expect the price, even if it drops, I would expect it to bounce off of both the support line as well as this upward line and continue on upward. Apple showed some good signs today that it was continuing on this broad upward movement, in that one, it was able to get over this very small downward trend. It broke through early in the morning and it continued upwards. Secondly, it was able to fill this gap. So it completed the gap right here, and aftermarket right now it's slightly down, but I actually do think because of continued talks with stimulus and just people hoping that something will get passed, as well as Trump returning to the White House, I think it will be able to go upward at least to 118, and we'll see what happens there when it meets that strong resistance that we talked about. It may drop again, but the channel will get narrower until it eventually break up. Coming back to the broad picture, if Apple does indeed finish this bullish pattern to the upside, then I think the next resistance will be around 130. It has a little bit broader range than I would typically like, but that's because one, if it does go all the way up to about 131, a little over 131, then it'll complete this gap right here, as well as meet kind of this mini high when it was free falling. On the bottom side, I would say probably right here. So the resistance I see is anywhere in between these two lines, which is 128 and 131. But this middle part, there is no real resistance that's going to stop this movement once it goes up. So I think once we're clear through this resistance right here, I think this will be a slightly easier gain than your other gains. On the downside, I think if it gets rejected right around 118 and it actually breaks downward, then we have this safety net of $112, which has supported twice already. And then if it breaks down here, then that's going to be a really, really bad sign, not only for Apple, but for entire market. I don't think we'll get there. Again, I think with this ascending triangle pattern coming up, Apple will finish strong and head upward. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments below where you think Apple will be headed and what price target you're looking at. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful green day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time.